Good afternoon, everyone. Hi there, how are you doing? My name is Carl. I'm from Marine Nanotech. I'm one of the account managers. We're here today to do a presentation. We want to say thank you to Navantia for giving us the opportunity today. And welcome to Navantia stand. Today we're going to be talking about our service renewal and protection processes based on nanotechnology. I'm going to pass you over to one of my colleagues, Carlos, and one of my technical production managers, Lucas Martinez, today as well. So first we're going to talk about Marine Nanotech, who we are and what we do, the differences between a conventional polish compared to our service renewal process, our ceramic coatings, what to be aware of, what to look out for in the industry, and the difference between ours and other conventional ceramic coatings on the markets. M&T services, what we can help with, what kind of issues that are experienced on the vessels that we can resolve, and then working with us, and then we'll do a technical demonstration with Lucas, and he'll show you exactly how the process works. So I'm going to pass you on now to my colleague Carlos, who's going to give you a little bit of a breakdown about who we are, what we do, and then we'll go from there. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, thank you very much. So, some facts. I want to tell you guys that then you have the ability to download this presentation, so we're gonna get some of the technical details because you want to go more in depth. Feel free to download our guys, they're gonna be at the end. So we're gonna try to make it as fast as possible to give you the right information, okay? So 10 years in the market, we have raised in Palma, Mallorca, also in the United States, in Barcelona. What we do is specialize in software restoration and renewal. For any surface, we work with gel coat, paint, stainless steel, glass, and also with teak. Our promise is just reliability, quality, flexibility, and global warranty, okay? So we work globally and we can help you in any place that you are in the world. So now we're gonna move what we make difference, so which is the difference between a normal polishing and our services with nanotechnology.
Okay, so we're going to talk about polishing versus nano surface restoration. So a conventional polish is quite an abrasive process, and it thins the paint, it damages the paint surface and the gel coat, whereas what we do, we add to restore. So we fill in the micro gaps in the paint system or the glass, which will restore the surface, and then we will cover that with a protective coating. It's much less abrasive. It actually protects the paint, and it prevents an inevitable repaint in a shorter period of time. Seeing extremely thin paint surfaces, we can help restore these surfaces. We use 9 filler steps to fill in the tiny gaps in the system to completely restore the paint, and then we can protect it. You get it.
Just to summarize, guys, imagine that, for instance, you have a valley with mountains, right? So you want to just polish, let's say, the peaks of the mountain. So when you polish, you have doing an abrasive process, okay? At the end, you have a process that leaves the surface curl, because if you see the microscope, there is a lot of pores. So with the process that we do, we use a nanofilling system where we fill this gap with different kind of size of nanomolecules. So we restore, we not only restore, but we also strengthen the paint system. Instead of cutting into the paint, which actually reduces the thickness of the paint, we add nanomolecules in order to strengthen the paint. So the result is much better and deeper gloss than the normal polishing as well. And as Carl said, you can see in the picture there that when you do a normal polishing, you leave all the surface prone to external contamination. With our processes, it's just you're restoring the paint. While we have paint, we can restore the paint to any state, okay, and giving a super better result than a normal polishing without affecting the thickness of the paint. One of the things that can benefit for using our nanofilling system on our restoration system is that first the normal polishing, we just, as I said before, cut into the paint, also reducing. So imagine that every time that you are polishing the vessel, you are taking away 50 grams, 40 grams on each time that you polish it, until an extent, because after, let's say, 7, 10 times, you have no more paint, and actually you have to paint. So in the long run, polishing is not the best and the smartest solution in order to keep your vessel looking good. Also respray. What happened also with the normal polishing is also you can contaminate the paint, and actually it's a process that will not benefit when you're gonna actually want to go for a full or partial respray. Critical surfaces. So if you're gonna go for areas that you want to really renew or you want to treat with the normal polishing, actually as long as it's an abrasive process, you cannot do that as well. Cleanliness, well, with the nano surface, we have a product that is environmental friendly, eco, and don't offer any residues when we are working in the area. So aesthetics. For instance, you have seen that many of the vessels, when they are doing polishing, they leave marks or like holograms. We call that, or people call swim marks. So these swim marks are also affected to the paint, because when you polish, also you are making that the paint start fading, because you are cutting into the structure of the paint and weakening the paint. So actually, with the process of nanofilling system or our renewal process, what we do is once we strike the surface, you get a better result, because actually the light can be, how you will say, reflected properly and not in the way that you have a normal polishing.
So, you want to...
So ceramic coatings, what to be aware of. There's lots of different coating companies on the market, and they apply their coatings differently. We use a different method to most other companies that will roll the ceramic on, which is really, really thick, and it can cause cracking and peeling eventually. And also, when it comes to repainting the vessel, you would need to use, you need to get the coating removed, and most of these companies would require using a hydrofluoric acid in order to remove these coatings. With our ceramic coating, we use specific steps, and we apply it by hand in order to make sure that we have a controlled application so the coating is as thin as possible. And then when it does eventually come to a repaint, the paint company would only need to go through the normal process that they would go through to prepare the vessel for the repaint. So a light buffing, light sanding in preparation. So there are lots and lots of differences. This presentation is going to be on a QR code at the end. So if you want to see any more information in detail, please download it, and you'll be able to read through the presentation and see all the differences. Thank you.
One of the more talk aspect about the different coatings. So we have here in the yachting industry a lot of experience and bad stories in regard of different kind of coating. Our coating makes different from the other one because our coating is alkaline based. So as long as it's not acid based, you don't need any acid removal in order to take it away. Also something that is very important is about how you apply the coating, right? So other companies, what they do running and tipping, or they do spray, so they cannot control the thickness of the paint. So imagine it, for instance, you have your dirty hands, and then you put on a gloves, so you are not doing anything. This is the same way what other companies do. They just polish, and then they apply the coating. So the coating is sitting on top of the paint, and actually it's not bonding in the mechanical level. So our coating, our process of surface restoration, what we do is the last step of our process is like a priming, or as a priming that allows to the coating, and the paint becomes one in the molecular level. So there is no friction, there is no yellowing for that. So our coating will never crack, and that's why you will never have to use any special remover that will at the end contaminate your paint system. So control thickness, as I said before, we control specific areas where we can assure that our coating was between 5 and 7 micron. Examination, so we deeply take care of each area, so we have a project manager on top all our team as in-house team, so I mean we also contract people, so we assure the quality of each result of the project. As I said, professional team. So the removal. So thickness removal hell, as I said before, for our coating, you don't have to use any specific or acid base. Also, our coating doesn't contain any solvent, so it doesn't contaminate or damage your paint, no matter it's a new paint or existing paint, okay, or fresh paint. So the liquid that we use for removing our coating are totally friendly, and it doesn't also affect if you want to go for a full respray. So there is no additional step, as Carl said. You just, if you need just to go for a full paint or I don't know, sectional respray, you can easily just go with your provider, in this case the shipyard, so you don't have to do any special step in order to take that away. So services, this is a summary of one of the services that we provide, which is the renewal of paint and gel coat, glass, perspex, stainless steel. Also the application of protective coating. We have two different coating in case you want to change that, which is the alkaline-based coating, polymer coating, and the ceramic coating as well. Other services, fly rooms removal, the removal of other coating that doesn't belong to Marine Nanotech. Also refinishing of new paint, or blending touch-ups. If you, for instance, have to go to a sectional or partial spray, we can blend that so one of the paint or the new paint doesn't stand out from the previous one. Additionally, we offer maintenance product in order to keep your vessel looking good and sexy. And warranty extension, just in case you want to extend the processes because you don't have time, you want to go to the charter season, for instance, you don't have the full budget, we can also help you to extend these areas so the vessel is still looking good and prolonging the lifespan of the paint. This is the technical part. I don't know, Lucas, do you want to step in or do you think that we just took briefly? Yep. Yep. Okay, guys, as I said before, you can download that if you want to go to the technical sample, so we can jump in with our project manager, Lucas Martinez, and he will give you a live demonstration of our process. And something that is very interesting to show you here, which is, this is a picture or video that we have from how we remove coating from previous companies. This is what we do. So be aware of using coating that are not the latest formula. Our coating are based silica quartz hybrid, so the latest technology. Be aware of that, okay? So pH neutral. This is going to be one of the results that you're going to have if you apply our technology. So all the soot, fly rust, UV will be repelled. So yeah, you can. So easy for the crew to maintain it. Less money to spend maintenance product from keeping the vessel good. So you have your crew doing the other things that you need the most. Refinish paint, as I said before, if you have any problem with the paint, as we were working with Navantia before, if you have orange pin, leopard, darling pearl, sweet marks, over spray, we can help you with that. And also, as I said before, with the touch-ups or partial respray. Warranty detection, we mentioned before, if you guys want to continue applying our technology, our services, we are happy to help you to keep it the vessel good. One of the difference, our products are based with our own laboratory, so you will not find our products in any marine shop shelves. So we are just providing delivery to our customers, okay? And also our maintenance guide with the detailed information you will find at the end of the presentation, the QR codes that you want to download.
Okay, so working with M&T, as Carlos just covered, we have an in-house team, so they're all in-house trained. We don't take employees out from other companies in order to work for us. They're all trained by Lucas and his production team. With maintenance, Marine Nanotech offers specially formulated aftercare products. We have a range of them here on the table. You're welcome to come up and take a look. We also will have a QR code at the end of the presentation that you can click on, and it will give you a full link to our brochure and all of the specifications of each product, how they're used, and the dilutions, etc. Our warranties, depending on the coating, is whichever coating that was chosen by the vessel. If you go with the polymer coating or ceramic coating, we offer a 12 or 24-month warranty, which is global. We'll attend you anywhere in the world, and that's extendable as well. So if you wanted to extend after the warranty expires, we do offer that as well. Our process is much faster than most other ceramic applications and restoration processes. The vessel does not need to be tented. We can work in the water, in the marina, and it saves a lot of money for the vessel, plus time, which is majority of the time the most important thing to the vessel. So we're budget friendly, we're cost friendly, we're very quick at what we do. All of our products are pH balanced and neutral, really good for the environment, and all of our teams are trained by us. So Lucas is now going to take over. We're going to talk about the technical aspect of what we do, and he's going to show you some demonstrations.
Hello everyone. Before to continue, I want to put all these points together, all that my friends told. All the operations make all this possible, all take the reality. All this reality. Because all these products doesn't work for each other. All what they said, all the operations is managed by a project manager that it drives all the operations. That it means that if we find, for example, something that is dulling, we're going to choose one procedural. If we find orange peel, we're going to choose another procedural. So it's part of a team that we choose one option or another. We have a lot of different products that have to be really well chosen. In this case, we're going to continue with technical demo. Two of my operators, we're going to do this. In this case, we've had two examples of what we find in bolts. The normally is the degradation of the paint that is dulling. We accelerate the process just like sanding, and we're gonna just buffering it. We're gonna proceed now. You can be a little bit more closer to Okay, normally we use 11 steps. Now we're going to accelerate the process, just showing to you. The first steps, normally we use a lot of different paths depending of the area that we have to use it, and depends of the necessity of the surface. Okay, we can see it's only the first step. Now we're recovering the gloss. The next step is to fill up all the pores. If we leave it like this, obviously it's not gonna last. We see gloss that normally companies, it will leave it like this. It's gonna last 6 months. But if we don't continue our process, that is a complete system to take care of filling up all the gaps and pores, it would not work. So that is why we continue with 11 steps and we seal it with the ceramic. This is, for example, the one example that we grinded and we sanded with 800. That is normally one scratch and shoot condition. And then we just buffering and continue our process, finishing with double layers of ceramic. And this is warranted for 2 years. And the layer of paint is only 4 microns, so it's only one thin layer of paint, and it will resist 2 years. I guess it's nothing. We're gonna do another step. Yeah. Okay, we did the second step, and a new paint normally is 94, 93 in gloss unit, gloss meter, and distal area is 19, 23, so average 20, and just second step is 86. We increase until 90, 92, and we almost reach 94 in some cases, in the condition or the brand, some brands of the paint. So, and it's just the second step, is spending 11 or 10 more plus ceramic. So, and it's only one thin layer of paint.
Coke, original Coke, please. ¿Está grabando todo? No, without.
Okay, and now I'm doing a test, taking the thickness of the paint, and even if we go through the paint, like an average like 150 and 120 times over, we are adding material. So the measurement on this side, where is, let's say, virgin or sanded, is 100 union micron. On the side that we operate is 110, so it's a little bit more than in the area that is sanded. That means that we are like, if we see that the pad have pigments, we are not taking material.
And then we'll go after this one.
Yeah.
Is that about it? Wildlife need you want to go closer? We can see solve the panel.
So you can see how our processes have been recovering this panel that we just bring here. So I invite you if you want to come in. And lastly, we want to thank to Navantia for this opportunity, and also we are looking forward to continue strengthening the relationship in between. Well, it was a complete pleasure. Thanks to my colleagues and our team in order to make it possible. If you have any questions, we have our commercial manager, Melina, and also we have our office manager, Nicolas. And just in case you have any technical question, additional question, more than happy with that. Thank you very much.
Good luck,